3, 2, 1, G.
Hey everyone, I'm GB Padit from tipsgeeks.com.
Hi, this is Jesse from tipsgeeks.com.
Hey, Joey from Kanto Tech.
Peter from Kanto Tech. Before we start this video, we'd like to say that we're here on our personal capacity and we don't represent the brands that we're in right now. So yeah, so what are we doing here right now, guys?
So yeah, basically we're gonna talk about anything that's tech related since it's all of our interest. No? So to starting up, I think we should talk about first about Huawei specifically because Mate 20 and the Mate 20 Pro. I mean, they have like huge good feedback from the consumer, especially specifically for its camera. No, diba?
Yeah.
And I heard the lines were really crazy when they did the first day.
Yes.
When was this?
November
Yesterday.
3?
Yeah, yesterday.
It was yesterday, yeah, yesterday. Sobrang haba daw nung pila for people lining up to buy the Mate 20.
So what were the places they released it? North EDSA, Mega Mall.
Yeah, I think all of the top malls in Metro Manila. Like
Where was
big
their last flagship store opening? Was it Glorieta?
Glorieta.
I'm not aware.
I think they open like multiple stores at the
But
same
the biggest
time.
one is in Noah right now.
Yes.
The biggest one.
Hindi, pero diba, kahit yung Nova 3i ba yun?
Oo, grabe yun.
Sobrang haba
Grabe yung
pila.
pila nun talaga.
As in wild.
Well, I think you can also expect naman na the lines will always be longer for the entry level.
Yes,
Yung
of course.
mid-range
Yes.
phones that are like bang for the buck talaga, diba, in that particular range.
But
Pixel
actually,
pa sila nun, diba?
what actually sets Huawei apart, besides being bang for the buck for performance, is really the above par camera performance. So they
Yes,
really set
definitely.
standards, not just in high end, but also in mid end.
I think the Leica branding, I think, is it focused on the flagship level or
Yeah, I
they
think-
have
Also the
like
flagships.
I think it's
Flagships
just
So far,
flagships, yeah.
P20 series,
P20 series.
and Mate 20 series. Did the
On
Mate 10 have it? Leica?
Yeah, I think so.
I think the first Leica
Would
partnership
be the
was
P.
Mate 10.
Mate 10.
Hindi ba P
Yeah.
or P10? Not quite sure about the P10, but I'm pretty sure about the Mate 10.
Yes.
But it wasn't triple cam yet. The first triple camera was the P20 Pro.
Yes. Yeah.
Correct.
So,
And-
GP, diba, you have a Mate 20
Oh yeah,
now.
actually we have the Mate 20 right here.
Yeah.
So we got the blue variant. So I think they're gonna release like two variants for the Mate 20. The blue one and the black
Ay, sorry.
color, right? Okay. Yeah, so they have ang nagustuhan ko sa kanya is the camera placement. I think it's a 2x2 alignment, like the
Yep.
box and everything. So
Oh, yeah.
parang I think give it the props to Huawei na talagang they stick to their own unique
Yeah.
ng camera. Hindi na yung parang naggagaya sila with the, other
So most of them,
brands. Yeah.
I think most of the other phones are like on the side or on the
Yes. I think
on
Apple
the top,
started it.
no?
Yeah, Apple was on start. Di ba, who was the first na nag-top ng DxO mark? Si, ano lang din, di ba? Si Mate 10, tapos P20, tapos ngayon Mate 20.
Oh.
Yes.
So, Apple,
Huawei
Huawei has
unofficially pa.
unofficial pa. Oh yeah, it's just
Yeah.
been rumored pala yung DxO mark.
Yeah.
So
I don't-
currently it's still P20 Pro.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the score? 109.
109,
Yes.
yes.
And nobody's been able to top that for more than a year. Or 1 year.
Correct.
1 year so far. So the next one right now in that list
Yeah.
is right now officially it's I think Note 9
Note 9, yeah.
and Pixel 3.
Officially, it's Huawei P20 Pro, iPhone XS Max.
So we have the scores of the iPhone XS Max now from
Mm-hmm.
DxO Mark.
195.
Officially it's
But
105.
it's weird,
So it beats the Note 9.
It
Basically.
does.
So,
Tapos pati yung HTC U12, oh,
U12 Plus.
which I didn't even hear of the release.
yeah. Well, it's not here in the Philippines.
Well,
Maybe they
So,
chose their own
yeah.
markets.
Sige ba?
But to clarify, it's the XS Max, and that the XS has a
yeah.
different different camera altogether. Am I right?
Different
Yes.
lens, I think.
Yes. So Apple does not use
That's
the same
why-
lens on the XS and XS Max the same way P20 Pro and P20 or the Mate 20 Pro and Mate 20 does also not use the same.
Kaya if you're an iPhone user, I suggest you get the Max.
Max
and not
talaga.
the smaller variant because the lens are different.
Alright, speaking of different, I also heard that the 3 cameras on the Mate 20 Pro are actually different from the 3 cameras of the P20 Pro.
Yeah. So what makes it different? I think on the wide angle lens specifically.
They removed the monochrome, right?
Yes.
Before they had the
Yes.
monochrome to capture more details. So they had monochrome, the zoom lens, and the main shooter, which was 40 megapixels.
Yes.
So the monochrome right now is replaced by wide.
Yes, ultra wide.
So GP has been able to try that
Yes,
wide
I
out. So how was it so far?
Actually, it's my first time to use a Huawei flagship device, and talagang for what I see dun sa Huawei Mate 20, it really stands out, especially sa mga outside shots. I mean, the AI guided camera, talagang nadidistinguish niya if you're shooting a sea or a sky or forest or anything that's sa surrounding niya. So, give props to Huawei for that. And yun nga. And unlike me na hindi naman ako photographer or I don't have any background. So, it's an easy point and shoot for beginners. No?
But GP, how's the low light mode?
Low light mode, night mode. So what I noticed dito, yung night mode nila, mas mabilis na yung pag-take ng shots. Kasi the usual night mode talagang it takes like 3 seconds, 5 seconds ata to load. So for the Mate 20, I think about 2 seconds lang.
Because I was able to try the P20 Pro. You have to hold it steady for about 3 seconds.
Yes.
But you get really, really good shots.
Yeah.
Like super dark, but it'll get lit up.
Yes.
Super cheat mode yung night mode. So you're saying that this one is much faster. And ano.
I think we can
P20
have
Pro
some...
ba yung binili mo?
Ano?
Yes, P20 Pro.
P20
yes.
Pro yung binili mo.
Yes.
I was really amazed by the camera. I mean, right now it's still the best mobile camera available.
Yes,
Nothing
yes.
has been able to top it. And
Nothing
officially,
sponsored, but
officially we know that the Mate 20 Pro.
these are all based on our personal.
Mate 20
yes.
Pro has been
Like,
all over my feed, and a lot of people have been talking about how the camera really performs.
Yeah. So if you guys want to check out some of the sample shots on the Mate 20, so
We'll flash some
yeah,
here.
there's some
right?
videos and pictures after this.
Yeah.
But actually, let's talk about something even more interesting. What sets the Mate 20 different from all the other flagships is how they maintain the price. I have not seen a Huawei phone breach the 50K mark.
Wow.
Everybody's
That
been
is
breaching that mark. The excuses, it's a flagship,
Yeah.
we need to evolve, we need to continue packing in more tech. And Huawei's been doing that better than competitors, yet still retain that price. So officially, the Mate 20 is 40,990, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
4990. And the Mate 20 Pro,
Plus 10K.
49,990.
49,990. Wow, that's amazing.
I think ang nakatulong doon is for the price
No, yeah,
I think-
for the price.
Yeah, I think ang nakatulong doon bakit ang baba ng price. I mean, hindi sila yung sumasabay sa ibang brands in terms of price increases that yung processor nila would be
Self-made,
internal, like
yes.
the Kirin chipset. I think that helped, tone down the cost of their flagship phone.
Pero yung Mate 20 Pro pala 2K 2K reso.
Which one?
Mate 20 Pro.
Oh yeah, the Mate 20, the Pro, the Pro
It's
variant.
actually 2K reso.
Because the Mate 20 is an FHD plus with a weird how do I say this? Like the screen
Resolution.
display. No, the screen ratio.
Yeah.
Like I
okay.
think it's around 6.53 inch. It's not the usual screen display
okay,
that I
okay.
see with
So
other
setting it
phones.
apart from flagships,
Yeah.
they still don't use QHD,
Yeah.
which is similar, which is very common in.
Because they know the disadvantage of
Yeah.
having.
Yeah, kasi with screen, those small differences in spec, do those really matter?
Honestly,
For most
the
consumers.
P20 Pro I think was
Yeah.
Full HD plus.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I came from a brand that was using QHD.
Okay.
And I,
Sabihin mo na.
Samsung Note 8.
Yeah.
I've been a Samsung fan since Samsung Note 2. Since Samsung Note 2. I used the Note 2, the Note 5, the Note 7.
Note 3 ka din.
The 800, the
Alam ko,
SD,
alam ko lahat ng
800.
Note pinagdaanan mo eh.
Yeah, we love Note kasi ano lang siya, hindi lang siya phone.
Hindi, actually,
Yeah.
the Note is very handy for business people.
Yeah,
Kasi,
for professionals.
lalo na yung S Pen nila, it's so handy. Lalo na
Yeah.
pagka wala kang dalang notebook or laptop. Ako personally, really, nagsusulat ako sa ano ko.
Naalala ko kasi yung stylus na yan. Maganda siya for sa mga social media pag halimbawa may gusto ka lang mapuna lang sa feed. You can easily crop it
Tama,
using the
tama.
stylus.
That's
Syempre
true,
kung regular na walang stylus, screenshot ka pa, then edit. So,
yes, that's if you're in groups where you have to blur the names.
yes. So,
Here it comes in handy.
as much as I wanted to switch to Huawei 20 right now, parang at back of my head, naisip ko pa rin yung importance ng stylus talaga. Especially for signed documents. Pag mag-send ka,
that's true. Yes, very handy.
But actually, we also have to thank the Note series for bringing the big phone to phablet.
I think
they started
the Samsung versus Huawei kasi, I mean, Samsung is like really trying to play it safe. When it comes to features, and like Huawei comes in with the Mate 20 and like, there's really new features like the built-in fingerprint sensor for the Mate 20 Pro, and then the charging thing. What do you call it?
Yung reverse
wireless charging.
And the 40-watt supercharge. That's super helpful.
Actually, if you try the supercharge, as in pinapakita niya pati yung point something in a percentage.
Let me clarify. Does the Mate 20 have reverse wireless charging or only Mate 20 Pro?
Only the Pro variant.
Only the Pro variant. So what we have here today is the Mate 20, the non-Pro.
And the Mate 20 has a 22.5, I think, watt supercharge. Not
out of the box.
Just 40-watt supercharge.
Out of the box.
Yeah.
Or can it use the supercharged 40 watts if you buy it separately, or no?
No. I think it's
I think
within the
technology.
I think both of them have the supercharge capability.
It's just
pero
different
yung
wattage.
Yung wattage, yes.
Yes.
The supercharge is similar to Oppo's VOOC, right?
No.
No.
The Huawei is fastest.
Oh, so this is the fastest.
Parang iba
fastest.
yung
I've seen some
certification
tests
nila.
Yeah.
Before,
It's
all
5
the hype
amps.
was about OnePlus dash charge, right?
Yes.
They use
Correct.
big cable. This one, how does it differ? So they're able to carry more wattage in
I use an Honor, so it also uses supercharge, right? It uses 5 amp cable. It's a different kind of cable. It's a
so you can't just buy one from your favorite.
So you need to
No. It's a different cable. Use a different charger. Use a different cable.
specific.
Actually, for those watching, that's one of the very important things that you have to consider. Yung block na ginagamit nyo, those actually differ per brand. Two yung cable na ginagamit. Kasi may mga cable na hindi naman siya for fast charging, may mga blocks din na hindi for fast charging. So, those are things that you really have to take into consideration.
So speaking of the differences, let's talk about the difference with the Mate 20 and Mate 20 Pro. The one thing that actually boggled my mind is that the Mate 20 is actually bigger than the Mate 20 Pro.
Yeah.
Yes, it's much wider, I think.
Yeah, 6.53
And
versus
6.3.
6.39 on the Mate 20 Pro.
Wider.
But the reason also why the Mate 20 was wider is because curve si Mate 20 Pro,
Yes.
which I like. Because so from the Edge series of actually
S6,
Note, it started with the Note Edge, diba? The one-sided one.
One-sided.
It's really weird.
Parang minaximize nila yung OLED display.
Yes. So I think
to
that's
stick with
quite
the
good.
curve.
You make a big phone, a huge phone, yet you still get
But I think that's one of the advantages of having an OLED display, diba? You can curve it easily
Yes.
ata. So
Pero
the manufacturer would take advantage
Pero yung
of
Mate
that.
20 Pro hindi siya OLED. Yung Mate 20 yung Mate 20 ang hindi OLED. Yung Mate 20 Pro ang
Yes.
OLED.
I think the Mate 20 has the RGBW, they call it that. But I'm not sure which kind of display they're using. Maybe.
Pero yung Mate 20 is more compact in terms of screen to body ratio, correct?
Yes.
Because it has a water drop. That's what they call it, the water drop notch.
Yeah, so ano tayo ng mga notch, basic notch names. So this one we call it the water drop.
Yeah,
It looks like water drop.
Pero yung kay F, 'di ba ang first kong nakitaan ng water drop notch is si F9 actually.
Yes, Oppo F9.
Oppo F9 yung nag-start nitong ano na to. Although there have also been rumors of the OnePlus 60.
60, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been announced. The 60, right?
Yeah. Oo.
been announced.
There
It's also
was
water
there was
drop.
ano, oo.
So the flagship killer.
Yun ba yung nagkakaroon ng secondary notch sa
No,
gilid?
it's Pixel 3.
Pixel 3.
The ugly
Oh,
notch of the
sobrang
Pixel 3.
Pangit, ang laki.
Yeah.
No, but actually Google's explanation for the notch is that so that when you turn off the notch, it's symmetrical.
I see.
So it looks like but still it's an ugly notch. And
Ugly, yeah.
It's too
it
thick
depends.
on the side.
They have one of the best, if not the best speakers available on any phone in the market.
That's
Those
true.
Bakit
front
yung speakers ba niya? Saan nakalagay? Like sa
Dun sa earpiece.
earpiece mismo?
The dun sa
So it's front firing.
Yes, both front firing.
Okay.
So they
Very
got
helpful.
that from HTC,
Yeah.
diba?
Wait, kaninong brand yung parang nakita ko na invisible speaker? Parang, ano siya, distributed from all the sides?
Mi Mix.
May mix
Mi
ah.
Mix
Xiaomi,
to the
yes.
oleophobic something.
Yes, parang
Yeah.
sabi ko ang ganda na.
So the Mate 20, is that a camera or is that a speaker?
Which one?
Yung
On the
teardrop.
Oh,
So
it's a camera.
It's the
Camera.
camera.
Oh.
So on the Mate 20 Pro doesn't have the water drop. It
Yes.
has a ugly obtrusive
Yung main
notch.
speaker niya is actually
Because
at the
it
bottom.
actually houses the speaker also.
Mhm.
So I do prefer that. Yeah, you can turn it off.
Pero ang sabi kasi nila, di ba initially before releasing the Android P, they said that the notch will be catered ng Android P, di ba? Para magkakaroon ng functions.
Yes.
Pero I haven't seen any I honestly
can't
haven't.
imagine.
I have not seen any features ng Android P
Mhm.
catering to the notch. So Google, what now?
I did see a good implementation though on the Mate
Yeah.
20 Pro, so we don't have it, so we can't test it. So
Which
you
one?
can hide the notch.
Mhm.
So usually what happens when you hide the notch, the notifications go down with it, so it's plain
Yeah.
black. But the
I
Mate
see.
20 Pro, the notifications stay on
Yeah.
the black part as part of the screen,
Yeah.
which I think is a beautiful implementation because you still get to keep your entire screen,
Yeah.
and your
It's
camera
nice
is
out.
now part of that, no? So it's quite good actually. So I hope that other people can
Yes.
start that.
Meron mga brands, di ba, na nakakapag-off ng notch.
Yes.
Mm.
But then everything else moves down,
Yes, that's-
including the notification.
Medyo-
Which is ang pangit kasi may malaki kang block dun sa taas.
Especially when you watch Netflix, it's noticeable.
Yep,
Speaking of
definitely.
notches, sino na lang bang hindi pa nag-notch?
Okay.
Samsung.
seen it.
Samsung.
Samsung, I
Ayaw
think.
talaga.
Definitely Samsung.
Maybe they're planning on their next
Pero
device.
if Google is really going to implement something with the Android feature, I mean, walang choice si Samsung eh.
Yeah.
Samsung has no choice but to follow the trend eh.
Yeah.
But there have been rumors of this super great technology coming from Samsung, where
Ano kaya?
the sensors are on panel, under
Yeah.
the panel.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not
I've
just
heard of
the fingerprint now.
So anong use
Yeah.
dun?
So your
Like-
speakers, like the Mi
Speakers.
Mix, will come out from
Oh
that
yeah,
now.
like the technology on the TV, smart TVs. Yung
Yeah.
parang-
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
the vibrations.
The
The
acoustic,
vibration.
yeah.
Okay, and then
I think Sony started it.
Yeah, so
the
we started
harder
that
part would
with
be
their
the
brother.
selfie camera. But I think the other sensors, the infrared or the RGB sensors.
Kasi they released new camera sensor, di ba? Much bigger
the 40,
sensor.
the 40
Yes.
MPs and the 60 MPs. I'm not sure about the 60.
So I think Samsung is preparing for a comeback. For
Yeah,
their
but then again,
brands.
if you guys would notice the trend of Samsung, their price keeps on going up rather than staying at the same price point. Unlike Huawei, na regardless of what they add and what they implement in their flagship phones, the price still remains at the same. So
Yes.
Samsung really has to tone down. I mean, Samsung, we get it that you guys have a name to
Yeah.
Not just
to live up
Samsung,
to.
I think also Apple.
Yeah.
Apple also increased.
Oh, that's outrageous. When Samsung announced
I mean,
Yeah.
when Samsung announced the 75K 512GB version, I thought that was outrageous.
Yeah.
But some
Yeah.
people
Then
still bought
Apple
it.
said-
And then Apple starts the base price of the XS Max is
Yes.
75K
Yeah.
base. So the
Unreasonable.
512GB version is above
Crazy,
100K.
no?
It's not just
But for
right.
some people, Apple is still Apple, and if you look at it, they still believe that Apple has better cameras. They still believe that Apple functions better. I don't know. Apple fans, tell us what you think.
Yeah. Open naman kami.
Yeah, speaking of Apple, diba, they also launched the
iPad
new
Pro.
iPad Pro,
Yeah, man.
last week.
iPad fan here.
iPad.
So,
Big
I'm
iPad
not an Apple fan, so.
30
But anyway,
batteries,
yeah.
Joey.
So
Back
what's
to you,
new
Sir
about the
Joey.
Apple iPad Pro?
What do you think?
Alright,
about
so the iPad Pro is one of the first tablets
Mhm.
to actually use a fast refresh rate. So 120
Okay.
Hz on the iPad, 10.5 inch and 12 inch. So it's buttery smooth. You can really see it when refreshing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people say that you can't actually see the refresh rate past 60, but you can actually notice it. So we can't show it to you on video because you'll be
Of course,
watching
yeah.
this on a 60 refresh rate, or if you
Next
can,
time.
fully, but so-
144p.
But I invite you guys to check it out on Apple Store. So it'll be available in Philippines this Q4. Check it out. I'm not sure if you think it's gonna be worth it though, because the top of the line
Price
is
is
120,995. It's crazy.
Crazy talaga.
Hindi.
Down payment ng condo, down payment ng kotse.
Sana may desktop ka na lang.
Dude, kahit naman 50,000 yun. Sabihin
Yeah,
pa rin,
that's
ah,
true.
nag-desktop ka.
Hindi, pero-
Ah,
Show the
nag-laptop
Jackie
ka
Chan
na."
meme.
Hindi, ito. since you brought up the whole, sana nag-desktop ka lang. Hanggang ngayon, may nagsabi pa rin sir, regarding the ROG phone, sana nag-desktop ka na lang.
The sana mentality.
Totally different usage.
Exactly.
Kasi,
Start nyo sa laptop eh.
Kahit sabihin mo mag-laptop ka,
Yeah.
ilagay mo yung laptop mo sa bulsa mo, try mo,
I mean, ganyan na talaga siguro mentality ng natin, ng Filipinos, no?
But actually, that's not just the only argument, di ba, na sana nag-laptop ka lang. If you actually think about it, thousands and thousands, millions actually buy iPhones.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
Millions buy Note 9s, Mate 20s, the P20s. So there are actually a million people per country who's willing to buy these high-priced phones. So
Yes.
it's not a question of sana nag-desktop ka na lang. Because if you think that way, then you're definitely not the target market.
You are not the
Yes.
market. That
There are
is
so
true.
many people out there walking on the streets na nagka-cup noodles na lang sila araw-araw just to afford that.
Yeah.
Diba?
Guilty as charged.
That's true. That's
That is true, that is true. I mean,
But Huawei, back to Huawei, they're really, they're really ducking that trend. They're the 49,990 for their flagship phone, and I think that's good. Which is actually, which brings us to a near topic. They're actually world number 2 now,
yeah, actually,
Are they?
Yeah.
according
Yes.
to IDC,
2 quarters.
they beat Apple for 2 quarters.
Like
Huawei beat.
Q2 and Q3.
Would you know
Yes.
ilang percent like the...
Let's take a
takeover?
look at that.
Kasi parang,
Do you also see it happening here in the Philippines?
Like
Huawei is
yeah.
a majority of the market share already.
We have unconfirmed sources that
unconfirmed, yeah.
Huawei is actually already number 3 in terms of sellout.
Yes.
Okay.
Q3.
Okay.
Okay.
So the data source starts with the letter G, so I'm not sure if
So from our sources here from IDC, China's smartphone market with a record high market share of 27.0%. Tapos si Apple has a 0.7%. Yun, for over
Growth, yeah.
yung growth. Ayun.
So congratulations to Huawei.
Congratulations to Huawei actually. They're doing a really good job despite the US actually, questioning
Blocking them from
the whole
Yeah,
Huawei
I think-
carriers.
If you think of it, no, Huawei has faced a lot of controversies.
That is
Nagsimula yan dun sa Leica. Like, they thought that Leica was actually the one who
Manufactures the
developed the
lenses.
lenses. It turns out na parang sa design lang sila.
Yeah.
So nag-start doon. So syempre nalagpasan din ni Huawei yun by proving them talagang maganda yung camera. And the next would be, yun nga, yung privacy issue, US
Yeah, their own
market.
share of
I mean,
controversies.
ang dami nilang
yung pictures na, no,
Using
hindi
a
pala.
DSLR, tapos...
Yes.
Yeah.
Ang dami
Pero
nilang
ano,
daanan.
recently also the benchmark cheat.
Yes.
Yeah, the benchmark
Yes,
cheats,
and
ang dami.
That's
ano.
for controversies.
That was really
guys.
bad.
But here's the
Apat
thing,
yan.
here's the thing. The media people test the phones themselves, and
Yes.
Huawei has been proving themselves over and over and over again. So I guess it's Samsung's move now,
Yeah.
no?
Yes.
To keep, I mean,
I think you just have to use the product talaga to see
Yeah.
Yes,
how it
I
differs
agree.
from
Dumating na
other
dun sa
products,
point
diba?
na talagang the product itself is really
Yeah.
marketing,
Yes.
its own. You know.
Aside from their
Self-sustaining
Honor line
siya.
pa,
Yes.
meron pa silang cheaper
Correct.
variants.
sub-brands pa
Speaking
talaga.
of testing out themselves, actually there have been benchmarks of the Mate 20 and Mate 20 Pro already. And just last week, the entire media and social world was taken by storm when the ROG phone was announced to have the highest Antutu score, which is a good win for ASUS and ROG.
Yes.
Which
But-
lasted.
I like the
very-
design, by the way, by ROG
Yes.
phone. Since I'm a gamer.
So, but this week, or just today or yesterday,
Mhm.
the Mate 20 and the Mate 20 Pro actually beats. Actually, there's 3 variants. There's one Mate 20 X Pack.
The
And
Mate
all
X-
three occupies the 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
So the top of this the top score actually goes to the Mate 20, not the Pro one, because it has less resolution,
Pero,
so less
yeah.
pixels before.
To be fair na rin, no, I hope that there would be like a real world test talaga in terms of the smartphone performance, in terms of gaming. Kasi parang medyo mababaw pa yung benchmarking in terms of the smartphone performance. Just like the PC sana.
Hindi kasi honestly, yung Antutu kasi, I have been asked just recently kung reliable daw ba yung Antutu benchmark. Kasi there are a few media who use Gamebench.
Yes.
Diba?
Yeah.
The thing about Antutu is it's more of a stress bench rather than an actual bench.
Real life performance.
Oo. Well, Gamebench, it's a real life performance kasi naglalaro ka talaga, makikita mo dun yung FPS mo, yung
Yes.
So it's one or the other. It's one is you stress it out, you stress the phone out, or you see the actual ano. Pero the thing about Game Bench is, ang makikita mo doon is yung performance ng ikaw gumagamit. It will always be a different result for every user.
Yes, correct.
So yun.
And speaking of Game Bench, actually it's similar for laptops. Actually,
Yes.
so these benchmarks are all synthetic and does not reflect real life usage.
Yes,
That is
So actually, when,
Madaming factors pa rin.
when you also talk about heat, you're actually stressing your devices, your phone and your laptop.
Yes.
So when stress tests hit an all-time high, it does not necessarily say that your phone will
Is that-
perform at that
Yes.
heat level at
Agree.
the same
Yes.
time, right? Like, alam mo, nasa pocket mo lang, di ba? Nobody's saying that
Yes.
the 90 plus whatever you see on the phone benchmarks is the same one you see in your pocket.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, tama.
So, but technology, I believe what we're talking about today is technology has really brought us so far in the
Yes.
last decade, and we believe that's going to keep changing. So, with devices like the ROG phone, the Mate 20 Pro, which are game changers in the market. So, camera for Huawei, gaming devices like ROG phone,
The
Xiaomi
Black
Shark,
Shark, and which
Razer.
has 10 GB by the way, and the
Razer
Razer phone
phone,
too.
yes.
They're putting vapor chambers in
So-
phones now.
So I think
Liquid cooling.
they will still have their own classes pa rin naman for smartphones, like for cameras and for gaming. So wala pa rin best of both worlds, no. I think they will have their own market, which is a good competition for both
That's
for all the brands actually.
Which actually brings me to an idea. You think anybody will actually come up with a gaming tablet? Diba?
Meron na before?
You know
Meron na before.
the shield.
Hindi, di ba
tsaka si-
Acer?
Which one?
Acer yan.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Predator 8.
Predator,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, with an Atom X7.
Oh,
Siyempre.
nakalimutan mo talaga yan.
I would
Yeah,
never
yeah.
forget. Yeah.
But I don't think the reception was that
Because
good.
I think at that time,
I think the problem-
to be fair to Acer Predator, the technology was not yet ready at that time.
Yeah.
Yes.
The performance
I
and
think
the,
it's
Maybe the
about
games
the games.
also.
Exactly. Kasi, let's
Wala
compare.
pang PUBG nun eh, di ba?
Wala pang PUBG,
Oh.
Vainglory. Actually,
Vainglory.
Vainglory is one of the most demanding
Yeah.
Mobile
games.
Legends ba?
One of the
Wala pa.
wala pa.
Clash of Clans meron na.
Meron na, meron.
Pero
Hindi naman
Clash of
demanding.
Clans is not really
you don't
ano.
need a
No.
gaming
Yeah,
phone
yeah,
for
yeah.
Clash of
Considering that the big brands are creating these type of devices, yan, may ROG phone, may Xiaomi Black Shark, Razer, parang ano lang yan sa RTX. It's up to the developers to match the things that the people. Otherwise, all this will just die din eh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been questioning the price premium of the RTX versus the GTX series, 10 series. Parang
Ayan na naman yung sana mentality.
Oo, di ba?
Sana
Parang a lot of people have been asking, should I go for the 2080, 2080
Yeah.
Ti? Sana na gano'n lang, 1080 ka lang, 1070 Ti. Again,
The
we're
sa-
waiting for the DLSS,
Which one?
tawag yung technology
Yeah.
from the game developers. Kasi
Yeah.
it's one thing to have it sa may hardware, it's another to have it sa software.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's one thing that you guys have to understand rin talaga.
Because to be fair, with what the point you're saying is these are technologies which you can't announce in advance. Diba? So you have to announce it.
Hindi kami
get
advance
hype.
And then everyone has to follow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so super secretive na mga brands ngayon. So you bring out the technology, then you get people to take advantage of it.
May secrets ba kayong gustong ano?
Meron ba?
You know,
Wala,
speaking
wala.
of gaming and new technologies, I heard there's gonna be gaming micro SDs.
Uy! Oo nga! I
Di ba
heard!
meron na kayo?
I
Meron
wi-
yata eh.
I actually forgot mine.
I'm supposed to have one too.
Gaming.
but-
Hindi, I think it's really just with the trend of that. Parang
Yeah.
most of the manufacturers try to put gaming in
On the-
almost everything. Gaming chair, gaming
That is
table,
true, yes.
gaming whatever, di ba? So like similar to the gaming micro SD, I think. So I mean, in terms of performance, I think it will be apt for most of the mobile games already because it has a A1 what do you call this standard. So that should be okay for most games. But then again, most of the other cards also have A1 standard.
Explain mo ano
right?
yung A1
Does it have
A1
RGB?
is,
Does it have RGB?
A1 is basically the random read-write speed for the data transfers is much faster. So it's a standard for the I think the max IOPS for the card.
Okay.
So
I think
yeah,
that's
once you have
right.
basta if you're going to buy a gaming phone, just look for the A1 standard on the
Standard.
card.
Guys,
Yeah,
yung mga nag-pre-order ng ROG phone, you know what? SD card na to buy. By the way,
I heard ROG phone
Even for
does
the
not have an
Switch, by the
SD
way.
card slot. Is
Really?
it true? Can we check
Wala ba?
that? Can we check that?
We have an RG
Okay,
phone
okay.
there.
So while we're double checking that
Yeah.
information, what about Lazada and Shopee? I actually have a
Lazada and
question.
Shopee. Yeah.
So for example, you buy a 1 terabyte SD online, and then it gets delivered to you, and then it's not 1 terabyte. Can you dispute?
Yeah, I think so. Cause the problem kasi is if you look at it on your desktop or on your PC, for example, it might show that it's 1 terabyte. Okay.
Really?
Wow.
it will.
It will, technically. But you
I
can't
do know
actually transfer 1 terabyte worth of data
Parang
on those.
32 GB lang talaga yung nata-transfer.
Yeah,
Paano
yeah,
nila nagagawin? Like, is it software tools
I have
or something?
I don't know, like
Grabe,
ask China, I don't know.
Oy, wait lang, pero
Pero yeah.
clarification, sorry. Yung mga bumili pa ng ROG phone, wala pala siyang SD slot. So,
wala.
sorry guys. So, yung mga may switch na lang.
Because it actually starts with 128.
Yes, 1 to 8 top
Yeah, that's the reason why it has
And
huge.
I think that's more than enough. That's more
Yes.
than enough. 128.
Actually, yeah.
Unless you're really heavy into taking videos on your phone, personal home videos.
Yeah, congratulations to
Families.
ROG.
By the way, yes,
Family.
congratulations ROG for
Yeah.
selling, for sold out kagad yung ano nila.
Pre-orders
yung
during
mga-
the
Yeah,
ESGS.
The Champion 10 has already been complete.
Wait, how
And
much was the champion then? 100K?
I forgot the
Yeah, it was about
price.
90K to
109,
100K.
995.
Crazy.
109.995 less 30% if you order
On
on that
day.
day.
ESGS 20.
Yeah.
Crazy, and a lot of 10 people
Yeah.
bought.
Hindi,
on
ano
the
kasi
spot.
yun eh. Complete set yung binili ng karamihan. So, sulit na siya, di ba?
Grabe.
Okay.
And then there's Huawei also taking Thunder, 100 million. Diba? 100
Which one?
million sold in one day.
Yeah.
Of Mate
Yes,
series.
Yeah.
actually.
100
yes.
million one day. That's small hours from
I mean,
10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
FYI guys, this is not a sponsored video. It's just
Definitely not
definitely
sponsored.
Just like talking
our
about
personal
technology.
opinions
Yeah.
about
So-
technology and stuff.
So you can see we're
So
throwing brands.
with the resurgence of the ROG phone, do you think that ASUS mobile phone, I mean the brand for the mobile phone like Zen phones, is it still okay or?
Yes.
I think the entire market, I think ASUS is on a good path.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the right path or
Okay.
the wrong path, but I think it's on a good path because
Kasi-
gaming is what's in and what's hot.
I mean,
So the ROG phone, along with the Max series and the Max Pro series, are actually going with gaming.
Yeah.
yes.
So right now, I think they have a partnership with Vainglory and Free Fire.
Yeah.
Free
Diba?
Fire.
So
Free
for the
Fire.
Max
Free
Pro
Fire is
series-
one of the top 10 apps
Yeah.
being used worldwide.
So
Actually, yes.
Rank 6.
Rank 6. Number 1 is ML?
Of course, Mobile Legends.
Mobile Legends, number 1.
and gaming is one of the
Yeah.
biggest battery drainers.
Yeah.
Diba? So it's important to equip
That's
your
At least it's
phones
good
with-
they know no
Yeah.
the path that they should take.
Yes.
Because I think if you're going to fight against Huawei and Honor with like
Medyo,
the
ano,
mid-range and the low-end segment,
I
it's going
mean,
to be a
camera
brutal
market is
battle
really
talaga.
Huawei na talaga.
Yeah.
For us, for us.
Personal opinion. I think that ASUS shouldn't try to go into the camera segment anymore.
It's not their-
Because but even Xiaomi is beating their phones.
Yeah.
Not just price point pati yung camera maganda sa Xiaomi So I think that they should just focus on gaming.
Yeah, since they have the good branding
Exactly.
sa ROG. diba?
Exactly. So
Marinig ko lang ROG.
And
Fast to
the
take.
manufacturer
Ano yan?
leverage anyway.
Even the ROG merchandise, the shirt, the bags, everything.
actually yes.
Sobrang
if you see
ganda nung hatak
ROG
niya sa mga gamers. Yeah. Siyempre, you have to give props din sa mga community. Na Filipino community sa mga
Actually, yes.
gamers.
Actually, I
which is-
just saw
which is,
care of Boss Mac.
Yeah.
ROG
Shout out
Joggers.
to Back to Gaming.
Yeah, Back to Gaming, Gran Soriano, and Boss Mac. ROG Joggers. Crazy.
Joggers.
Crazy.
Yeah.
$100.
Talaga?
I saw you.
$100?
Yeah, yeah.
Grabe.
That's
So
why
I asked,
ROG Premium.
I asked him to buy me one, but it was sold out. All
Sold
sizes.
out?
All sizes. Sold out.
Grabe. Parang Supreme na
Joggers.
pala yan.
Pajamas,
Pero,
bro. Pantulog.
nahawakan mo na ba yung joggers mismo? Like,
Hindi
sa
ba,
Apple?
hindi ba.
Gaming joggers.
Anong material kaya?
So,
yung-
di Boss Mac, hindi ba? Baka awkward.
Okay, so, yeah.
But you know, actually, that's a very very nice something to give, diba?
that
Your
is true.
parents are actually your friends.
$100. $100.
Hindi
Naku, special,
Grabe.
special talaga. Hindi, mga social naman.
Sabi mo parents
Parang
Mom mo, pantulog, ROG.
Yeah.
Sorry, wala RGB. Kung gusto mo, connect mo sa connector. No, but speaking of
RGB.
parents, by the way, and gift giving, I think we also wanted to talk about ideas.
Yeah, because it's 11/11
Yes,
in a
actually.
few weeks,
Yes.
right?
So Lazada and
Yeah.
Shopee are going to
actually,
be...
next
Yun
week,
yung
next
watch
week.
mo.
No, I checked the date.
Okay, wait.
So by next week,
Manual.
it's already
Next week na ba yan?
11/11. Yes.
Tama, next week na
It's already
pala
the
yun.
5th.
Tama.
Mhm.
So, do you guys know any good deals on
Uh,
Lazada and Shopee?
Ako, for me, mostly kapag mga ganitong sales, ang hinahanap ko online would be mostly accessories.
Yes.
Accessories, yeah.
Gadget accessories, yun ang
Yeah.
akin.
Balita ko may magsisale ng SSD sa
Balita ko nga rin, pero anyway, moving on.
70%, di ba?
Yeah, basta it's going to be sold at a good
Pero
price.
so far, from what I've seen online, 1.2 yata yung UV400.
120
Wow.
GB na SSD, yeah.
So
I think
it's 1.2.
SSDs talaga ganun na talaga yung
1.2?
price niya. Pero it's going to be sold for less than 1,000.
So there you
Less
go,
than
guys. You heard it
1,000
here
pesos
first.
for
Yeah,
120
yeah.
SSD.
Okay.
Not
All
AV though,
time
not
low.
AV though.
All time
Ay,
low.
yung A.
Going once.
A400.
One
And
day.
also the-
One day.
One day. Ay, no. I'm not sure the slot but yeah, it's going to be sold.
11/11.
Crazy.
So,
Also 240 GB for 1,600 something like that.
for Shopee.
Yeah.
Shopee.
Shopee.
So we have to sing the,
Well-
the jingle. Beep, 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 beep.
Ano pa ba? Ay, yung sa ano, yung laptop, diba? Yung
Yeah,
na-
ASOS. So Shopee in partnership with PC Express,
Mhm.
because about a few months ago, ASOS released a GTX 1050 laptop for $39.95.
Yung UX 560 ba yun?
Yes, breaking some price limits because
Yeah.
usually it's
Yeah.
45 to 50K, diba? So they shocked some. I mean, it's not the best gaming laptop that you can get with your
Yeah.
money,
But
but it's surely
price-wise,
bang for the buck, diba?
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Kung specs lang talaga yung tinitingnan mo, diba?
like trade-offs because of
Oo.
course you can't pack in all the technologies that
Yeah.
you know, but the nano bezel and 1050
Yeah.
for $39.95, and they're even doing it further. They're doing even better. This ano, less 40 ba?
So,
35,995. Diba?
Sobrang mura na.
So,
For
sobrang
1050.
Pero limited stocks
Laptop.
lang ba yun? Or...
I'm not
Limited
sure
stocks.
actually. I heard limited stocks.
Hindi kasi syempre PCX
Yes.
only has limited stocks
Yeah,
din
I'm
eh.
sure.
So,
So the first batch went live on November 2 and another batch will go
So,
live on
got
November
11.
5.
Sold out.
Okay.
Yeah, sold out in first batch.
Okay.
Actually, what's good, because the $39.95 was cash only. But
Cash
in
only.
partnership with Shopee, so Shopee, big shout out to Shopee for this one. They actually activated a straight credit
Card.
card
Straight card.
swipe. for
So
that
yeah,
one.
na, you heard it first.
So,
Straight
Credit
card.
card, tapos
Pwede.
figure out how to pay it, or basta huwag yun ang takbuhan.
For the price and the specs ratio. No? So hindi siya yung may not be the best specs out there pero yung price niyo.
pero i5 variant yun, tama?
Yes, i5, 4 gig,
8 gen.
1 terabyte, yes. Quad core na i5.
1050 na din yun. Actually, that's actually good for mid gaming, medium video editing. You don't really need a good graphics card for video editing.
Yeah.
You just need one of the latest processors.
Pero anong downsides ng laptop na yun? Para lang...
Wait, yung
malaman
VRAM
ng tao.
size niya ilan? Like
4 gig.
4 gig. Yeah, it's a good
1050,
thing.
40, it's
1050,
IPS
4 gig.
also.
Actually.
So okay na rin siya for...
Okay na siya for PUBG,
Yes, and
na naka
Overwatch.
low.
Mm.
Overwatch actually.
Overwatch.
But of course,
Low
don't
settings.
expect anything fancy,
Yeah.
like super cool temperatures.
Yeah, build quality, plastic.
Yes, it's plastic
But
all
if you're
around.
just an
plastic,
entry-level
So
gamer,
it's really
okay na
entry
yan.
level.
Mobile gamer.
it's-
So, would it run hot talaga when you're
I
playing?
think it's
Yeah.
From
it should
what
be expected.
neto?
I don't think you should be talking about... Sila
Hindi,
muna.
ito. From
No, but honestly, to be
Yeah,
expected.
yeah.
from
it's
what
really-
I've heard from the community, it
Yeah.
does reach 75 to 80.
Yeah, it's
80.
normal.
Yeah. it's
But
normal.
that is again, guys. Just because your temps run above 50, it still is normal.
Yeah.
Under stress, kunyari naglalaro ka PUBG, it's normal.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
it is
air
normal.
cooling.
Plus, sobrang hello, ang nipis ng ano niya.
Yeah, you sacrifice some things talaga, diba? When you...
It's
Yeah.
a portable.
Baka ano na lang, gumana na sila nung cooler, laptop cooler, tapos might improve a bit.
Yung
Correct.
Cooler Master SF, 17.
Yeah.
So I heard some of those coolers are actually also going to be on sale in Lazada and
Yeah.
Shopee. So
Yeah.
watch
A
out.
lot are
It's going to be on sale. So
Like thousands now of products will be on
Yes.
there. Aside from the vouchers.
not
na
just
that they're going
laptops, not just micro SDs.
Yeah.
Phones will go on sale.
Definitely phones will go on
Some
sale.
cameras, camera accessories.
I'm hoping Nvidia goes on sale. Nvidia.
to. What are you guys going to buy sa Shopee and Lazada?
Yeah. As
Intel
I-
processor sana.
Intel processor.
Pero,
Pero wala pa kasi.
Pero wala pa.
Hindi pa lumarating
Oo.
yung gen.
i9, no?
pero sana
Sige.
yung price nung 9th gen will be the same price as the 8th gen.
Hopefully.
Although we still don't have ano pa naman, di ba?
That will be on
Still
our
have
next
the
episode,
prices.
hopefully.
Meron ba talaga?
To follow.
Okay.
So watch out for that, guys.
So before we end, what do you guys hope to see in Lazada? So I mean, we don't have the full list, but for personally, what do you guys hope to see na mag-sale sa Lazada? Yung inaabangan
I
nyo.
think for me would be, I mean, most of the people would be expecting yung mga smart TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
hopefully.
actually.
Kasi dati, usually
Yeah.
pag nagsasale sila, laging non-smart TV. Kasi tinitingnan ko rin yan eh. So hopefully,
Yung umabot ng 8,000, 7,000.
yeah, sana ganun ka-wild, di ba?
Actually, alam ko yung sweet spot ngayon is below 5,000 na 32 inch.
Yes.
Yun talaga
Basta
yun.
smart
Wow.
TV.
Meron ganun.
Wow.
Tingin ka sa Shopee.
Pero yung
sa
mga
Lazada.
Ace, ganun yun.
Meron,
no?
meron.
Sarap, lagay mo sa banyo mo.
Yun na, diba? Pwede na. Okay na
Yeah,
eh.
so sana yun. Sana yung makita natin
Yeah.
like lower price for smart TVs na
Yeah.
with Netflix. Yun
Oh,
kayong
appliances
pinaka
talaga,
gusto ko.
Yeah.
Appliances, yeah. Ako, actually, consoles.
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 Switch,
Pero-
man, I've been wanting to buy a Switch for the longest
Ako
time.
rin eh, actually. Pero alam mo consoles, maliit lang talaga margin ng consoles. So I highly doubt. Like the last time na nag-sale sa Lazada for Switch,
Knowing
500
Nintendo.
pesos lang yung binaba.
Man, but you never know. Kasi it's 11/11, it's just one day.
Yeah,
Tapos-
that's true.
Baka random deal. di ba?
Posible, posible.
Mamahilig
So,
sila sa-
ano yung sweet spot ng Switch na bibili ka na ng Switch?
8K, even 8K, man.
God!
Magkano ba Switch ngayon?
It's nothing.
20, at yung mga 15.
Hindi, actually, meron ng 15,999 na Switch. So,
Di ba yun yung
ako
wala
personally,
pang
kung
game?
mga 13K or like 14K, baka pwede
Okay.
na.
No, because last
Hindi
year
sulit na
also, it was brought about, si Robert yata nakakita nila.
Oo,
Robert
si Rob,
Fernandez,
si Rob.
nakakita siya ng PS4 Pro 1 terabyte for like
Yeah,
15,000. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And it turned out to be legit. So once
Yeah,
they
but
put it that they got it.
fucked up. Lazada for that.
Yeah, so it was the wrong price
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah,
It was the wrong price. So,
okay.
so
So-
it wasn't meant to be.
Pero pabilisan na lang ng order,
But
guys.
congrats to
Yeah,
those
yeah.
who are able to get. So if you find
Yeah.
deals
I mean,
like that,
but-
it's not bad.
Yeah,
you-
but I think also it's very important to be, like if the deal is too good to be true naman,
Stay
there are also a
vigilant.
lot of
Be
counterfeit
vigilant.
products in
Right
Lazada.
now, there's 27 to 42 inches na monitors with 144 hertz refresh rates and 4K monitors with 60 hertz going for 5,000 pesos.
Yeah, that's
Lazada.
impossible.
That's absurd, man.
That's
So,
absurd.
That's below
That's not
cost.
something you ask yourself.
Nah.
Yeah, it's
"Totoo
too
ba
good
to?"
to be true.
Yeah, that's
You probably get a picture of it when the package
So, yeah.
comes.
Yeah.
Pero man, totoo yung mga naka-receive ng bato,
Oh.
Legit yun.
Yeah.
Check nyo rin yung
I know
mga
that.
reviews, feedbacks ng merchant.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
true.
Yeah,
So-
so just take a look first on how long the merchant has been on the platform. And like how much positive feedbacks that they received already.
So yeah, so we have the list, smart TVs, console, and then what else?
Ano pa?
So for me, I'm actually in the market
Three.
for external SSDs because SSDs are actually
External
going
SSDs.
down in price right now.
Yeah.
So I think
But they're
external
released,
SSDs are going to come in handy.
Memories.
Yeah.
Transferring your files or maybe
Yeah.
keeping your entire Steam library.
Yeah.
Storage
Portable.
and memory will be the
Storage,
third
memory,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then-
Usually naman memory talaga yung pinakamaganda. USBs, micro SDs.
Yeah.
They
Yun
sell
ang
thousands
yun ang
on
lagi ko
Lazada.
tinitingnan kapag nasa
Yeah.
e-commerce site ako. So next.
Ako chargers and cables.
Oh yeah, actually.
You can never have too many chargers
yung
and
mga
cables,
Type-C,
right?
cables.
Yeah, Type-C.
Yeah.
Ang
Type-C.
hirap.
Yung mga
Mas ang
matataas, yung
mahal.
mga ano,
Yeah.
yung mga
Especially with
1,500.
supercharge, no?
And hopefully mga power banks na 20,000
Yes,
Yeah,
actually yes.
that's true, that's true.
Alam mo, one thing about
Mag-touch
going
na below
on
1K.
power banks, I'm actually sad that Asus discontinued their
Zen Power.
Zen Power
Did they?
Ultra.
Talaga?
Yeah,
Ah,
they
okay.
discontinued
20,000.
here sa Philippines.
20,000.
Sulit yun
Sobra.
yung malaki.
Hmm.
I think yung Romos, di ba? Parang may nakita ko online na 20,000 yung size niya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pero
It's very popular. It's
Then,
very
I mean,
popular.
magkano siya binenta?
Below
Parang-
1,000.
Yun, di ba? Below 1,000.
Just to clear it out.
Wait.
Or continuous?
No, I mean, totoo
It's
ba yun?
continuous.
Na-
It's actually
Yeah, for
legit
sale.
yun.
Yes, it was for sale.
For Switch users, halos
Yeah.
sobrang daming Switch users yung gumamit
Wait,
Romos.
is it for a
That
limited time
particular-
only? Or...
Because Romos is actually a good brand.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at first there weren't so many adopters, but even the wireless power bank of Romos.
Yeah, actually, yung
Limited
wireless
time
one.
siya or...
It was a limited time. It was
So hopefully bumalik siya. Most likely babalik yun on Lazada.
Kasi
So,
yung 1111 naman parang siyang replication ng Black Friday.
yeah. So we have our own version here.
So speaking of Black Friday, I think we'll cover that in our next episode.
Yes.
Yeah, we
So
could.
Black Friday is on November 23.
We'll give you guys the products that we saw on the Black Friday deals. Na.
So a sneak peek about Black Friday is that
And
we found an
hopefully-
iPad 9.7, the new one, the 2018 version, selling for only 13,000 pesos.
Yes.
That's 21k plus.
Yeah.
No catch, no catch. And Apple is, I think, international warranty.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys just have to...
So that's hopefully to summarize lang everything. So the things that we're looking forward to the 1111 deal would be the smart TVs, console, memory storages, and then would be the power banks or the cables.
Cables. yeah,
Accessories.
Accessories.
Okay, so I hope you guys get that now. So,
If you guys have
Things to
anything
look
that
out
you want to see in
Yes, let us know.
let us know in the comment section
Yes.
below.
Alright.
So I think that's about it
Good.
for
Yeah.
today. So
Okay, so
Yeah.
again,
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on our next episode.
bye.
Alright.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Boom.